One day, while Emeka was at the market, he saw an elderly woman struggling with heavy bags. Others ignored her, but Emeka rushed to help. "Thank you, my son," she said with a warm smile. "What is your name?" "Emeka Mo," he said. She looked at him closely. "You have a good heart. Where do you live?" "In a small room near the bus park," he said. The woman nodded. "Follow me." Though confused, Emeka obeyed. They arrived at a luxurious mansion, and to his shock, the woman was not just anybody, she was Chief Mrs. Okafor, a powerful businesswoman. "I have been looking for someone like you," she said. "Would you like a job?" Emeka could barely believe it. His life was about to change. Emeka worked hard under Chief Mrs. Okafor's guidance. She mentored him in business, and within a few years, he had built his own company. From a poor market laborer, he became a respected businessman. His success spread quickly, and soon, people who once ignored him started to notice. Emeka traveled from one country to another for business. While traveling one day, he met Emilia, a British white lady on board his flight to London. They became friends and later fell in love with each other. Years later, Ada's world crumbled. Kelvin turned out to be a fraudster who lost everything in a scandal. She was left broken and abandoned by Kelvin after she gave birth to a baby girl for him. She became one of the cleaners in Emeka's company. She was not aware Emeka is the CEO. One day, Emeka was standing with Emilia, his newfound love, at the reception hall of one of his numerous companies. And Ada was on duty mopping the reception floor when she heard a familiar voice and raised her head to see Emeka. "Emeka," she shouted. He turned and saw Ada. She looked shocked to see him dressed in expensive designer clothes in such a big company. She forced a smile. "I can't believe it's you. You look so different. Can we talk?" Emeka glanced at Emilia, who gave him an understanding nod. He stepped aside with Ada. "What are you doing here, Emeka? You look different and happy." "This is one of my numerous companies. I am the CEO," she was shocked. "I didn't expect to see you," Ada admitted. "You look happy." "I am," he replied honestly. There was a silence before she sighed. "I made a mistake leaving you, choosing Kelvin over you. I regret it. Please forgive me," she begged. "I was blind to the love you had for me. I realize now that I made a mistake by leaving you. I love you, Emeka. I realize now that you were the best thing that ever happened to me. Please, give me another chance." "I'm sorry, Ada," Emeka said, his voice firm. "But I've moved on. I deserve better than someone who abandoned me without a second thought. When I had nothing, my love for you was real. But you turned away because I was poor. Now that I have something, you want to return, not for me, but for what I have. That is not love. That is greed." He was polite but firm, telling Ada that he had moved on with his life and that he was happy without her. Ada was taken aback. She had expected Emeka to be eager to take her back. But Emeka was not the same boy she had abandoned all those years ago. He was now a confident, successful man who knew his worth. He didn't need Ada or anyone else to validate him. With that, Emeka walked away from her, leaving her standing. Ada's face fell, and she broke down in tears. "Please, Emeka, don't say that. I'll do anything to make it right," she said while Emeka was walking away. Ada cried bitterly. "I'll wait, Emeka. I'll do whatever it takes to regain your trust and love. I will come back for you. I can't live without you. You are mine forever." "I promise to never leave you again," Ada replied, her voice filled with tears of bitterness.